What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Marriages are a beautiful thing, especially in the African American community. We hardly see them now, but when we do, we're all happy to see a brother take one of our sisters and marry her and tell the world that this is the woman he's going to protect. Now, that is important in the framework, because typically when we say protection, the man is the one who's going to be earning more than the woman or providing more than the woman. But this is 2022. And with what's happening now, especially in the black community, a lot of the sisters are talented. They do have the same access to industries that men do. They're making, in some cases, more money than what some of our black men are making. So what happens is that when the sisters start doing very well, it's hard for them to get a man on that same financial level, because a man on their level is not necessarily looking for a woman like them. They may not have the qualities that he is looking for in a wife, and she's looking for a man on the financial same level, but he may be looking for a woman on more of a, more feminine level, women who are a little bit more traditional. And so what happens is you see that some of these high earning sisters start to date what I would consider project men. These are men with a lot of potential, but not there yet. Tia San calls them husband sons. Okay. And I'm mentioning that because that is kind of what Tia Mowry did. When she met our brother Cory Hardrict in 2008, or actually married him, he was a brother that had a lot of potential. He was broke and she had more money than him. And he signed a prenuptial agreement because obviously she had more wealth. Now, there's a pretty good TikToker that explains prenups there. I'm going to basically put her name in the video so you can see it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this video and then I'll come back.
I got a lot of questions about the idea of compensating a spouse for staying home with children. And one way you could include this in a prenuptial agreement, depending on your state and your situation, obviously talk to an attorney, I'm not one, is to include terms in your prenuptial agreement that state future income is separate property. So whatever you make at your job is yours, whatever I make at my job is mine. But if we've been married X number of years, and or if one of us leaves work to stay home with children and we only have one income, then that income would become marital property. And that is one way that you're basically compensating the spouse for staying home and no longer making that separate property.
That's important. What is now important is this particular guy. Now he's talking about this from a male perspective, right? If you're a man, why it's important to get your woman to sign a prenup?
I would recommend that you have her sign a prenuptial agreement that basically says if there's any reason this marriage ends, she walks away with what she owns, you walk away with what you own. If she's not willing to sign that, well then I'm not necessarily sure I'd be married anybody for any reason. I mean, when you think about it, dude, marriages are a business contract with the state. It's basically saying if anything happens to this relationship, you're going to need us to get out of it. So it's a contract with the state. It affords you married couple benefits and privileges, but I don't even know what those are anymore. I don't know what they are. But, I highly recommend finding someone that you love and you want to be with, and they respect you and you respect each other and live happily ever after. That's what I would hope. But a contract with the state is not necessary to do that. You don't have to be married through the state. You can be married through spirit. You can be married through agreement, just a personal agreement. But when it comes to how do you know if they're the one, you don't know that they're the one. In fact, a lot of people get that wrong.
Now, I'm playing these clips to kind of give you a gist of what's going on. When Tia Mowry decided to divorce him, Cory Hardrict felt that it was no reason at all why she should do it. Irreconcilable differences. He's believing that there were none. He still wanted to be married to her. And then what she started to do was kind of taunt him, right? It wasn't just, I'm divorcing you and that's it. She was liking posts talking about, This is for mates who make more money than their husband. She was saying that she loved him and was congratulating him, thinking that he would be a family with her again, at the same time going through with the divorce. She was playing a lot of mind games and throwing a lot of sneak disses and shots. And Cory was still fighting for his family. But see, he got pissed off, right? And now it's settled in that she don't want to be in the marriage no more. Now he's looking to make her pay. In what way? First of all, he's asking for joint and physical custody of the children. Now he ready to fight, y'all. He not looking at, all right, look, you want to do it this way? F it. I'm tired of you. We'll just go. I'm going down swinging. I want half of the custody or full custody of my kids now. Because the way she played him in the public, it was bad. Again, she was playing games. Now he coming after her, right? But then here's what he also is doing. He's saying that the prenup dated April 14, 2008, that these provisions are unconscionable. So what is he doing? He's trying to say that the details in that prenup, well, look, maybe I need to come after your assets now. This is the same thing that Cole Young did with Dr. Dre. Oh, I signed a prenup, but now, I signed it under pressure. So now what he's doing is he's coming after her. Now what he's doing is he's coming after her and possibly assets. And maybe what he's looking for is half. Because again, all that love he had for her, he ain't got it no more. She didn't turn him into an enemy. Now, when Nicole Young was doing it, it wasn't a problem. But I'm going to be real. Brother Cory Hardrict, she don't want to be with you, right? You signed it, right? Now, because she don't want you and she played you and you wanted to be with her, why are you challenging the prenup? And the thing about it is this, because if we said it for the women, we're going to say it for the men. Yeah, it's messed up, right? But how she did you. But bro, you wasting too much time on challenging that prenup and money. The woman don't want to be with you. When she got with you, you signed it. You are in a better position now because of her. Let her keep whatever she got. Leave her alone. And I'm gonna tell you what a lot of black men, we go through this with women. Some of you brothers have baby mamas, right? You know how bitter they can be, and sisters can be bitter once you don't want to be with them no more. They keep the kids from you. They do all kind of funny stuff. Move from state to state so you don't get to see them. They do all kind of wild stuff, right? But that's extra energy that ends up destroying them, their life. They don't understand that wherever relationship they go to, they still bitter. That's why you notice most baby mamas can't never love nobody no more. And they always get bounced around from relationship to relationship. And it's usually the baby daddy that end up getting a wife or a new life. But they never even get nobody because they have that bitterness. Brother Cory Hardrict, you signed the prenup. You signed the agreement to the prenup. Okay? Now, if she put in the prenup certain things that she can't divorce you for irreconcilable differences, and you can prove that she didn't, now I can understand that. But if you're going after her based on the fact that you're upset, it ain't gonna make no sense. Bruh, she's already, in her mid-40s. She don't want to be with you. You shouldn't be you should understand that. And we look, sometimes we want to be with people who don't like us. Let them go. Let them go. They're not worth it. They're not worth it, bro. And for a lot of, because you know what? What's the whole point of getting a prenup if every time you get a prenup, somebody can challenge it? But guys, what do you think? Do you think you should take her to, get that prenup money? I think you should let her go. Let her keep it. What you think, brothers? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again. Another episode of Celebrity Drunk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.